Hi guys, and welcome back to Lasting Peace. Thanks for being here. I want to pick up today where we left off last week, discussing how giving away from what God has given us in terms of recovery, of hope, of the grace and encouragement that we have received, how giving that away multiplies what we already have. I recently finished my memoir entitled Almost Nothing: From the Edge of Starvation and the Brink of Divorce, One Girl's God Gave Her Lasting Peace. Now it is out flitting through space. I've given it to a very capable agent, Vanessa Grosset, and she's been submitting it to numerous publishers, and I'm hopeful that someone will like it and that maybe someday you or I will hold a hard paperback in my hand. But anyway, the other day as I was walking, I began to contemplate what the cover art for this book would look like. What depicts the idea of almost nothing? And as the first image that came to mind was the biblical story of Elisha and the widow. It's in 2 Kings 4, 1 through 7, and let me just read it to you from the Message translation. One day the wife of a man from the guild of prophets called out to Elisha, "Your servant, my husband, is dead. You well know what a good man he was, devoted to God, and now the man to whom he was in debt is on his way to collect by taking my 2 children as slaves." Elisha said, "I wonder how I can be of help. Tell me, what do you have in your house?" "Nothing," she said. "Well, I do have a little oil." "Here's what you do," said Elisha. "Go up and down the street and borrow jugs and bowls from all your neighbors, and not just a few, all you can get. Then come home and lock the door behind you, you and your sons. Pour oil into each container. When each is full, set it aside." She did what he said. She locked the door behind her and her sons. As they brought the containers to her, she filled them. When all the jugs and bowls were full, she said to one of her sons, "Another jug, please." And he said, "That's it. There are no more jugs." Then the oil stopped. She went and told the story to the man of God. He said, "Go and sell the oil and make good on your debts. Live, both you and your sons, on what is left." Almost nothing, just a little oil in the bottom of a jar. Last week I shared with you how God continues to expand my personal freedom from anorexia as I learn to give it away and to share the hope of Christ with others. This story, to me, solidifies that point. God's means of providing for this poor widow, standing with her sons on death's door, was to ask her to take what little she had and give it away. Last week I wrote an article for Finding Balance about how God is indeed strengthening me as I do my best to give from what He's given me. I hope you'll go read it. It's a great story. Finding Balance in and of itself is a fabulous resource, and I will put a link beneath this video so that you can find it easily. But the story explains what I'm trying to get at with the idea of the generosity, the giving away of what we have received increases what we already have. And I believe that holds true even in the aspect of recovery. Anyway, I am so thankful that you were here today, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye-bye.